Yes, now I start. Okay. Michael, you try to understand what is the way for self realization or what is the way of salvation. There are two different stages. One is worldly life. This is controlled by our thoughts, means what we think, that is our life. And the other thing is spiritual life, that is beyond thoughts, so we cannot mix these things. First you try to understand what is salvation. Who is you? You means your consciousness. In broader terms you can say your soul. When you reach in a stage where your consciousness listens sar shabd, and while listening that sar shabd, one day you merge, one day your consciousness merge in that sound and you lose your identity. That is self realization. But that is not salvation. That is self realization or that is God realization. Salvation is beyond this stage. This stage you can achieve, but for salvation, salvation means you go out of the cycle of rebirth and death. So for that you need to be detached from all the bondages of this world. Bondages of money, bondages of family, and all other worldly bondage. No attachment to this world, no attachment to property, no attachment to bank balance. All these worldly things are here for you to survive. You are not for these things. So try to understand first discourse, that what is the way to achieve salvation while living. If you are in salvation while living, then you can be in salvation while dying. Means at the moment of death you will not have any attachment. If you practice this in your life, then you can achieve that state. So for that you need to be satsangi for some time, then you need to be sadhu for some time, then you need to be hans for some time, and then you will become Sant and supreme Sant. So what is satsangi? Satsangi means first for some time you need to listen discourse. You need to understand what master says. So for discourse you need a master who have achieved this salvation, who knows this spiritual path, who is beyond mind, and who is in the state of a Sant. So how long time you need to listen discourse? You need to listen discourse up to that time. Up to that you understand that what is the way to salvation. Means what to do. You always ask me what to do daily. Means you need to listen satsang. So for that you need a spiritual master. So you are very lucky that you find a spiritual master in the form of cattle. He left his physical body, but if you remember what he said to you, then it's okay. If you have faith in him, then you follow that. If you don't have faith in his words, then you find a spiritual master, because without spiritual master you cannot be a spiritual person. You need to understand his discourse, you need to listen his discourse, and to understand discourse we need time. Time to contemplate what he is trying to say and what is the way for me. Everybody's nature is different. My nature is different, your nature is different. So for that we need time. Why I say again and again time, because time is most important thing. For example, we sow a seed in the soil, and what are the requirements to grow that? Soil, water, fertilizer. If we give that seed water, means daily the seed needs 5 ml water. So 5 years means for example 1000 liter water is required, and it's sunlight means this much x amount sunlight required, and fertilizer this 100 kg fertilizer is required. If we give that at one time, then what will happen? That will not grow to a plant. Means what is required? Time. Daily some amount of water, some amount of sunlight, some amount of fertilizer we give in balance amount, then that seed will grow and a plant will come out of the earth. Then that will become a tree. Tree is not our objective. Our objective is to get fruit from that tree. So your objective is very good. You need salvation. So salvation is the final objective. But before salvation, you need to have peace in life. So if you are not having peace in life, then you cannot have salvation. So either you have peace in life by your good deeds or luckily, or you adjust to the life so that you have peace in life. If you have money, then it's okay. Then you will be happy. If you have good family, it's okay. You will be happy. There are 3-4 reasons why we are unhappy here, why we are uneasy. Means we are in ignorance, we have lost our celibacy, or if we are financially dependent on others, then we will become uneasy. So luckily you are not dependent financially on anybody, and luckily you find a master, spiritual master. So what he said to you, you follow his words. Celibacy. So this is the most important thing. In the starting, I told you the story of Baba Fakir. So that is most important. If you want salvation, you have to practice celibacy. I know you understand, but my duty is to repeat this, to remind you again and again. Because if a person do not maintain celibacy, I know you are trying your best to maintain celibacy, but I am talking what you have done in past, what people do in their previous life. They have to face the consequences of their deeds. So what we have done, what damage we have done to our physical body by losing celibacy, the consequences we have to bear, we have to repay for that. So that is the problem. That is, we are not able to understand the discourse. So to understand the discourse, we need time. I gave you example of a seed, that if you have water, you have sunlight, you have fertilizer, everything, and you give it suddenly, all of a sudden, then it will not become a tree. You will not get fruit. So to understand discourse, you need time. You cannot skip this. So daily you find some time to listen discourse, and if you are stuck somewhere, you can ask to me or I will supply you the literature. It's my duty and I remember this always. So time is the most important thing. No saint, no supreme saint can give you salvation or the knowledge of salvation in a short through a injection. I struggled for 5 years. I was not able to find what is the secret behind this knowledge. How to achieve salvation, how to achieve peace, I was not able to understand. And Maharaj said to me that, Manoj, I am going to leave my physical body. Then I said, what will happen to me? Who will take care of me? Then he said, Manoj, this world is a joker. It means you have to take this path seriously. You have to try to understand what Master says. What I was doing, I was loving to Maharajji. I was loving to serve him. I was loving to bring him home and giving him food, clothes, this and that. We need a spiritual master in physical form to love him, to concentrate our mind. But if we stuck there, we will not progress. We will not make progress to understand his discourse. Then I tried to understand what he says, what is the Sant Mat, and I understand what to do now. And now in my last visit when he was in body, he said, Manoj, what you want? I said, you gave me everything. Now I'm happy. So he said, okay, very good. You will get all what you want. So, Michael, we are not able to understand the discourse. First, you understand what is ideal. For some time, ideal is physical form of master, the spiritual form like Captain or Baba Fakir or Kabir. These, to concentrate our mind, we have to have love for these, faith for these. So, you are very lucky person. You had faith in spiritual master. So, please do not stuck here. You go ahead and try to understand what they say. For that, you need to understand their discourse. For that, you find time and contemplate what he said to me, what he said to me, what he was trying to say, what is the meaning, and what I am doing, what I need to do, what is my objective. So, if you remember your objective, then you will find, oh, okay, this is the problem. That is why I am not making progress. I need salvation. Salvation means what? Salvation means to be detached from everything of this worldly life. Okay? So that is the objective. When you die, when you leave this physical body, you have no attachment. And for that, if you are in mind, in the region of mind, and you don't go beyond mind in light and sound, and suppose you are near to death, then what will happen? You will think about something. Which thing will come at that time? The thing you love most, that will come. So to leave these attachments, these thoughts, we need to learn how to go beyond mind in light and sound. So it means there are three things. I repeat it again. A spiritual master to concentrate our mind, because we have attachment to the world. So if we love to master, it is very easy to leave the attachment of the world. And this will help in understanding the discourse of the master. What discourse? How to go in light and sound. Then it means a spiritual guide, a spiritual master, his discourse, and the Sar Sabd. These three things are important in Sant Mat. Why I repeat this again and again? Because these are the things to understand. So luckily you find a spiritual master and he tell you what is the way. Now you try to understand what he said. So there are three things. One is spiritual master, his discourse, and the Sar Sabd. Okay, so you first, yes, for some time you become satsangi. Satsangi means you listen discourse. Listen discourse again and again. Why I am repeating? Because this is necessary. In discourse you will find what to live and what to get, what to achieve. So you have to achieve a state where there is no thought, a state beyond thoughts. So if you want to achieve any worldly thing, then you need thoughts to achieve that. If you want money, then you need to think about how to get money. Okay, you know how to get money, how to make money. So if you are always in this thought, you are making plans to get these worldly things, then you will not be able to understand how to go beyond thought, beyond mind. And what is the form of the mind, what is the nature of the mind. Then if you do not know the nature, the form of the mind, how you can leave this region of mind? You cannot leave this region of mind. So if you want salvation, if you do not want come again here in this world, then you give time to discourse, to understand the discourse. Okay, that how to go beyond thoughts. That starts from the shun avastha, that is called nirvikalp samadhi, and many names are given here. Rarang sarang sound, you will listen there. No, I will not go in detail today. I am giving you the broader sense of this santmat. So there are two stages. One stage of our consciousness is in thoughts, and one our consciousness is beyond thoughts. So to understand this path, you have to find time to contemplate discourse. Because without time, you cannot understand. In a day, a seed will not convert in a tree which is giving you fruit. So have patience, you will find what you need. So sometime you listen discourse, you become satsangi. Then when you listen discourse and you find that, okay, my objective is salvation, then you will find that these are the things which brings me in the state of thoughts. I need money, okay, I have to come in that state of thought, I have to stay in the mind. I have this attachment, then you will identify the things which brings you or which engage your consciousness in the thoughts. Okay, you will understand that why you are in mind and why I am not able to stay beyond mind, means in the state of thoughtlessness. So by doing this practice, this is called sadhu. First become satsangi, then become sadhu. Sadhu means a practitioner. Practitioner of what? To understand the form or the nature of the mind. And then practitioner of spiritual stages like light and sound. Sadhu, a practitioner to understand mind and how to go beyond mind. Then you will become a Hans. Hans means a pure soul. Pure soul, who is a pure soul? A soul that do not take radiations of this world. Means his mind is in his control. Means he can now work what he want to work. Means in the last satsang I took two terms. One is manmukhi. Manmukhi means whatever comes to his mind, whatever thoughts come to his mind, he follow that. That is manmukhi. Means you are not a Hans, you are not a pure soul. You are under control of mind. So by practice, you need to be in a state that your mind is in your control. Who is you? You are a surat. In broader terms, you can say soul. Means who is you? You are part of God. So when I say you means not your mind, not your body. You means your consciousness. So when you are able to control your thoughts of mind by practice, by becoming a sadhu, you will become a hans, you will become a pure soul. Means now you are able, what you want to do, you do. You are not controlled by your mind. You control your mind now. You are the driver of your mind. So this will not happen in a day. This will take time. It depends on the nature, it depends on the willpower, it depends on the attachments, it depends on the past deeds. If you have very good deeds, you will achieve this stage early. If you have bad deeds, it will take time to clean these deeds. We have two types of deeds, good deeds and bad deeds. Both are the bondages. If you have bad deeds, you will become unhappy, in sorrow, in pain. If you have good deed, you will be happy, but that is not salvation. That is also the state of mind. Good deed, for example, if you donate money, if you help people, if you work for people, if you give discourses, if you become a spiritual master, all these are good deeds. So first you try to understand what deeds I have done, what attachments I have made. I need to clean them by discourse. Till you are here in this world, you need this world. Means you need money, you need home, you need family. But you are not for these, you are not for this world. The whole world is for you. Means everything is for you. So you can give your time, money and everything to this world, but you do not give yourself to this world. Means you be detached from everything. So you will understand this in the discourse. Till you do not understand this, you listen discourse. Okay? One day your mind will concentrate and you will understand this. I know you understand this, but that is not in your consciousness, that is not in your soul. The moment you will understand the degree of this, oh my God, I was attached to this, I was attached to this, I was controlled by this, I was not able to understand this. I have this experience, so I am telling to you. So first you understand there is a worldly life that is because of thoughts, means good and bad thoughts. So to achieve, I already told you there are two objectives. One is to live this life happily, peacefully. So this is the first objective. If you do not achieve this objective, you cannot have salvation, my dear. So first understand in discourse how to live a happy, peaceful life and then be detached. For that you need to practice. And for practice, what to live, what to have, you need to understand discourse. So you listen discourse, understand discourse by contemplating, and then find what I am doing which is taking me away from salvation, away from God, and which is taking near to God. So you will find all these things when you will contemplate and practice this. Okay? Then you will become a pure soul. Pure soul means you will not be infected by the nature of the people. Means someone is involved in sexual activities, someone is involved in making money, someone is involved in doing other things. They want these things, so they are busy there, but you will not be infected by their radiations, because now you are a pure soul, you have your own radiations, and you understand how not to take radiations of other people's, how to be a driver of your mind. Then you will not be controlled by this world, you will control. Now you will drive your mind. The moment you reach this state that now I can drive my mind, I can control my mind, I understand what is going in my mind, then you will practice to be detached from everything, to leave everything at your own will. Now what happens? We succeed sometimes, we fail sometimes, we succeed sometimes, we fail sometimes. But by doing practice, by understanding discourse, you will get a position after some time that you succeed most of the time to control your mind. You asked me what happens if I listen Sant, sadhu, I go to Anami and then I have seduction for ladies. No, if you go through a right process and you understand the discourse, nothing will indulge you, nothing will attract you, because you have already left these things by knowledge. If you practice, if you listen discourse and clean your mind, you become a pure soul, then nothing will attract you. Why? Because you are in knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge that if I put my hand in fire, it will burn. So you never put your hand in the fire. So if you take knowledge from a Sant and understand the discourse, then you will not be attracted by these bad things. Your consciousness will not be attached there. So first listen discourse, then practice to come out of the mind. Knowledge will help you to come out of the mind. Then you will meditate. Then no thought of mind will attract you. No thought of money, no thought of lady, no thought of any other thing will attract you. You means your consciousness. You will stay there. You will beyond mind. What happens? Okay, full day I work. Okay, no problem. It's okay. I need money. I need things. Full day I work. But in the evening, I try to understand discourse. I listen discourse. Even at that time, if I'm involved in thinking about money, thinking about lady, then what is the use? It means I need money. I need some other things, worldly things. So while meditating, while listening discourse, while trying to understand discourse, you have to leave all the worldly thoughts. Then you will understand. Okay, then you will understand discourse. And if you are able to understand discourse, you will find a way to achieve salvation, to achieve self-realization. Then your mind cannot control you. Means your consciousness will not be attracted by these thoughts. You will leave these thoughts by knowledge. You meditate, means you try to see light, you try to listen sound, you will start meditation. Your consciousness will forget this physical body, senses of body, and senses of mind, means thoughts of mind. Then you will go in light and sound. But if you have worldly attachments of money, a thought will come to your mind. Okay, tomorrow I have this meeting, I have this planning and this and that, and you lost. You will come down at the level of mind. This is one example. Another example, if you have attachment for ladies and you start meditation, a lady will come in the thoughts. So if you have worldly attachments, then you will not be able to stay in meditation to realize higher spiritual divine stages. So first understand discourse, understand the nature form of the mind, and then practice to leave the mind by knowledge, because knowledge will teach you this world is temporary, nothing is going with me. I need this to survive here only. I need not to make lot of money. I need this because I have to survive here. This knowledge can help you. No one else will help you. Now you understand?
Yes.
Then you will be able to meditate. Otherwise, if you meditate forcefully, some people try to meditate forcefully, they try to see light and they try to listen sound, they become crazy. Why? Because their attachment is to so many things. They are not able to listen the discourse. The master is having lakhs of people behind him. He cannot guide people. He cannot teach them how to go beyond mind, how to leave mind, how to understand the form of the mind, what to do. He cannot guide each and every person. So they do not know what to do and they try to go in the higher stages. And simultaneously they enjoy sexuality. So one side they lose their celibacy, their power, their energy, and they have lot of deep desires in their mind, and other side they practice meditation. So because of that, their situation becomes very painful. So always remember your objective. That will help you, that will always remind you what I need to do, what is my objective. Kabir says, Jap tap sanyam sadhana hai sab sumiran mahi. It means if you remember that I need to merge in God, my objective is to achieve salvation. I do not want to come here. Sumiran is not Radha Swami, Radha Swami, Radha Swami. That is for the people who are not able to understand anything. For people like you who can understand discourse, who can understand this path, for you that is not required. That is called jap. The real sumiran is what Kabir says, sumiran ki sudh yun karo jaise kami kam. It means for you sumiran is that I am not here for this world, I am for God. Like a young person having sexual desires, he always remember ladies. That is sumiran for him. So like that person, you always remember God. That is sumiran. And again he says, sumiran ki sudh yun karo jaise dam kangal. Means you do Simran of God, you remember God, that I need salvation, I need to merge in God, I do not want to come here. Like a poor person who remember always the money. If a poor person gets some money, he always count that. So like that, you remember God. Oh, I want salvation. That is the Simran. If you remain in that remembrance, you will find that way. Okay?
Okay.
So, what is the way to achieve your objective? What is your objective? First, you understand, I am repeating, peace while living, peaceful life. That is necessary. If you have peace, then it's okay. If you do not have peace, then learn how to get peace in life. The problem which makes your life uneasy is if you are financially dependent on someone, you will become uneasy. So, luckily, you are not dependent financially on anybody. And if you lost celibacy, you will become uneasy. So what you have done, no problem. Now you maintain celibacy and regain celibacy. Okay, for that you have to take control of your food. See, what is celibacy? Celibacy is the power which comes from your blood. But if your body is not able to make blood, then from where the power of celibacy will come? If you like french fries and you eat french fries whole day, only coffee french fries, so it means you are not giving energetic food to your body. So take care of your food, then you will get energy, and that energy will convert in the energy of celibacy. So take good diet that gives you energy, then maintain celibacy. महाराज जी said, ऊपर से खा नीचे से जरे गुरु बेचारा क्या करे. Means you are taking good diet and making energy, but you are losing it through sexual activities. Then what can guru do? What master can do? Master cannot do anything. You will not understand discourse and you will not be able to meditate. So celibacy is mandatory. And the third thing is ignorance. Because of ignorance we are unhappy, uneasy. So take knowledge, take knowledge. The moment you find the way, you will become easy. You will become happy. Then you will find a way what to do now. The way is inside you. I just need to remind you that you need to do this. Then you will have time and contemplate that knowledge. You need lot of time to understand discourse. Then the knowledge will come within yourself. You will understand the whole path. Understand? So first,
Yes, I understand.
First, peace in life is necessary. If you are having a peaceful life, then it's good. If you are not having a peaceful life, then try to maintain peace here in your family, peace in your mind, peace in your world. But what happens because of our past deeds, previous deeds in this life and previous life, we have to repay for our deeds. We have to face consequences of our deeds. So that's why we are bound to do these worldly duties. So you accept that. Why? If you do not accept this, your life, your worldly life, your mind will become uneasy. So you try to understand always, keep your objective in front of you, that I need salvation. I do not want to come here, but accept your life. Santmat is of Sahaj Yoga. Sahaj Yoga means a yoga without force. Means everything happens spontaneously, easily. Means just you are witness to the things and accepting the things, and your life is going easy. Then you will be able to understand the discourse. Then you will be able to go beyond mind. Means thoughts will come, but you will leave that by knowledge, because now you understand discourse, how to be a spiritual person. At that time a thought will come for money, for lady, for something else. You will leave that thought because of knowledge. Then you will understand knowledge. Then you will find how to proceed, how to go further, and then you will be able to meditate. Then it is easy, very, no problem, no efforts. It will come as easily. Maharaj ji say easy, 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 easy. Easy for whom? Easy for a person who have practice of living the thoughts of this world, who is able to balance his worldly life. If you need worldly things, then you cannot meditate. Means the thought of world come and you will be caught by thoughts of the mind. So you decide what you need. Okay?
Very good. Yes.
Any question?
No, very good. You recorded this now?
Yes, I recorded this.
Okay, that's very important. Thank you.
Let me say one more thing. If you do not practice to clean your deeds, then you may be achieving meditation in light and sound, but you will fall again in the mind. So you need to understand discourse to clean your deeds, good and bad, both type of deeds. You have to clean, otherwise you will fall again in the region of mind.
That is my last question, which he not can answer. Why always we fall back, fall back, fall back?
If you understand discourse, you do company of a person who is in the state of salvation while living. He will teach you how to clean mind. How to clean mind. If you have clean your mind, then why you will fall in the mind? So a person who achieves state of salvation while living will give you discourse. He will always insist on discourse so that you clean your mind. Without discourse, meditation is not going to help you. You will enjoy meditation, but if you do not give importance to the discourse, you will fall again in the mind. All these fake sadhus are in this miserable condition because they do not give importance to the discourse. So first clean your mind. Practice to take control of your mind. Okay?
Yes.
So you practice this and then you will go in the higher divine stages.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you.